When you're trying to run a business, you don't have time to figure out how to build a website and take care of your customers and make sales. You should get a complete web package from bullyai.com. Bully AI uses custom bots to close sales, take orders, make and confirm appointments, and more. Give your ideas and your content to our dedicated web developers, and in 72 hours, you'll have a fully functional sales-generating website and a bot that will turn your business into the money-making empire you deserve, starting at an incredible $7 a month. Go to www.bullyai.com now to give your business a boost. That's www.bullyai.com. This is David Banner, and I fully support this message. Thank you.
The global pandemic put us all in a horrible situation. Supermarket shelves were bare just a few months ago. You shouldn't have to suffer with horrible toilet paper. Introducing Triumph Tissue, a Black family-owned and operated luxury 3-ply toilet paper brand. It's like wiping your ass with silk. Get the convenience of a subscription service delivered to your door. That's right, you don't have to waste your gas to wipe your ass. Go to www.triumphtissue.com and wipe like a winner.
David Banner.
Suppression breeds violence. You're gonna raise the curfew an hour. Will you look outside? You see that kid? Last week he just wanted to get laid. Now he wants to kill somebody. Go home! You should have let him get
A lot of people have different ideologies about protesting, and they're always open. So when it puts emphasis on being peaceful, what are your thoughts on protesting? Do you think that
me or
I would love answers from anyone. What are anyone's thoughts on protesting?
To me,
because a lot of people don't think that it makes any impact in anything.
I mean, for me personally, I just think a lot of times protesting without a plan, what you're gonna do after it, is pointless. So it's like you got to get the whole play together before you go out there and try to do something. Like you need to know from start to end what you're trying to do. Like you come out there with the first thing, like we're gonna go out there and punch them, and then what you gonna do after that if they don't fall? Like what the fuck is next? Like nobody have anything to go after. It's like y'all show up, y'all protest, and then it's like then what? It's never no after. It's like never the next step. You got to have it broke down to have steps. If you got a plan, then you can execute it.
It goes into what Banner always says about we don't follow through. We start stuff, we protest weeks, months, they get indicted, it's over. But yeah, we have to follow through. And we have to start with ourselves and being disciplined.
I think protests are important from an awareness standpoint, but at this point, everybody's aware. I mean, you seeing the knee on our necks on TV. So while awareness is important, that's the beginning. I think we treat protests as the end. We took it down to the courthouse and we marched on them crackers. What'd you do then? We went home. Nothing really changed. So you have to take that light that you shine on the problem with protest and turn it into action, like Salih said.
Corey, what you think?
Oh shit, Corey is back! What's going on, y'all? All right, so my take on the protest and all of that, I look at it like, what's the most valuable thing that we all possess? It's time. And so when you spend your time out there, are you getting a receipt on that time? When you go to work, you get a receipt for that time that you put in because you get a paycheck. Well, what receipt are we getting when we go out and protest? We go home, we spent that time, and the same shit happens again. There's no receipt. So my thing is, our time is better spent logically, not emotionally going at somebody, but logically coming up with a plan to really do something to create lasting, meaningful change. So the protest, like Scott said, is a start for getting the word out and acknowledging, but we're past that now. We see it on TV, so we don't need to protest anymore. We need to sit down and come together and logically come up with ways to really affect change.
So we protest and then we go home and we wait for the grand jury to bring us justice. That's not gonna work. Send me to a protest to say that if the cop gets off, we're gonna go to his house. That's the kind of protest I wanna attend. Until we doing that, I'll stay home and let the young folks out there with the poster boards and firecrackers and shit. But, if y'all really want to do something after the protest, I think that's the next step.
What I'll say too,
one of my biggest problems is this, is that it's not a protest if you're not making someone uncomfortable. The fact that in most cases now, your oppressor tells you how to protest, the word peacefully, let me tell y'all something. As a business owner, if I can still go in my business and conduct my business, and your black ass is outside sweating, hot and hungry, and I can still work my business and get my money, that was the thing that I was telling my homies from the NBA. I was like, dude, the only real currency that you have is your black bodies. So if you don't make your black bodies stop, them motherfucking white folks will put a black power fist in the middle of the motherfucking court and say, fuck crackers. If you keep making them billions of dollars, they don't give a hot flying fuck.
We protested. We got Black Lives Matter painted on the basketball court, and Breonna Taylor's killers are free.
Yep. Yes,
so they co-opt. A lot of our protest and movements get co-opted. And so the system takes them and turns them into something that's commercialized and Disney-like.
Right.
Yeah. I'm actually glad you brought the NBA because we talk about protests and things like that. The civil rights movement was 380-something days. That's over a year. Right. They stopped playing for a half of a weekend. 2 days? 2 days. What is? I just don't agree. I had a really strong debate about this with somebody because they brought about the money. They have all these Black Lives signs and all of these stickers and shit that just really don't, in my opinion, and that's not a protest. I think them stop playing and getting those penalties, I think change would have came from them. What is your take on, anyone's take on the endurance of real fight? Because the economic, that's where the protest.
But the problem, love, is first of all, that black people are enamored. This is one of the biggest problems, and I am a celebrity. But I think one of the biggest problems on this planet is that, number one, we don't truly support our own celebrities. We don't make them celebrities. And what ends up happening is you elect people who navigate themselves successfully through white insecurity the best. And they make their money with the system being exactly the way that it is. Your black ass actually think those are the people who are going to fight and give up their money and their security? That it's not going to come from stars. Malcolm X said that. It's like I even say this all the time, no bullshit. I have not lost a debate on TV one time yet. I've lost a debate in person before, but I haven't lost a debate on TV yet. I still don't think that I am qualified to debate on TV. Because watch this. When I go on CNN, I don't debate against Kid Rock. I debate against social engineers, motherfucking lawyers, accountants. I debated against Congress, still won. But why the fuck do you want the hardest nigga in the world, the pimpin'est ass nigga in the world, the motherfucker with the least word count ever in fucking history, to bait the social, political, and physical situation, and our people were socially engineered? That's fucking stupid. That's like you wanting David Banner to debate about poison water. I ain't a fucking chemist. Everybody wants me to. They just asked me to speak on social prison reform. I'm great with the history of our people. I told the people at was it A&E? What was that? It was A&E. I told them to their face, I don't fucking know. But they'll say, you're so eloquent. Motherfucker, I know English, not prison reform, bitch. But I'm serious. The most flawed thing in the world is we want people who white people love the most. I said
so
this.
So we using that work?
No, he not. And I think the problem is not that just we want people. We need to, the problem is not this just that we want people. We need to stop looking to others and we need to be that person. Each one of us is a leader. Like, so it starts within. And it starts within, like you said, our own homes. We got to stop looking for other people. I remember I saw someone post one time. They were like, well, we need a bunch of leaders. So when that one gets shot and the next one gets shot, we got another one. And I'm like, damn, I don't even curse.
They want all us to just sign up to get shot.
What you gonna do? You just gonna
when is your turn to get shot, motherfuckers?
So I'm saying, like, we have to We have to lead. It starts with you. And if you're not gonna lead, then sit down and shut up.
And I'm gonna ask Regina. To tell y'all about this. The other thing too that's sad, the motherfuckers that really fight for us, we don't support them. Like the shit that I've been going through the last fucking 2 weeks, last 3 fucking weeks, when I did all the stuff that I did for Katrina, and I didn't do what I did for accolades, motherfuckers left me and my family broke. It wasn't really until I got my next hit that motherfuckers started fucking with me again. The motherfuckers that, and what's so crazy about so-called, when me and Sally talk about this shit all the time, when black people really start waking up, they still was looking to the same stars. They didn't even, once they saw that they was wrong, they didn't even go back to the David Banners, the Talib Kweli's, the big boys, the motherfuckers who have been talking that shit all the motherfucking time. They went to their favorite rappers again who just got conscious 2 days ago. That shit's stupid. We won't even go, even with the woke movements. Y'all still support the same motherfuckers that you did the week before the woke movement. All them motherfuckers just put on a Black Panther fist and do this, the motherfuckers go fucking crazy. That shit's stupid. You won't even let the motherfuckers who are prepared, who are ready for this shit, to actually even speak for you, and then we wonder why we don't get no fucking justice. I'm gonna say one more thing. And we go get the same fucking lawyers that have not won one fucking case. And just because they are popular, and it's even crazy, me and Lee talk about this, Scott talk about this, when you listen to these motherfuckers, they can barely complete a fucking sentence, much less debate a case. And then I was talking to Judge Joe Brown. He actually said half of these lawyers are not true litigators. They have never litigated a case ever. Y'all don't know this, but anytime I get on TV, I don't get on that ignorantly. I go to lawyers, I go to social engineers, and one of my, she actually, I shouldn't even say this. I'm not gonna tell y'all.
That's a good idea.
She told me in the case in Baltimore, she said, I'm telling you now, they about to let them cops off. And I said, how you know? Because she explained to me on a certain type of second degree murder, you have to prove that there was ill intent before the accident ever happened to even prosecute in the first place. She said that is nearly impossible to do. So what they do is they give you a fake little piece of justice so you'll get happy. Oh, there's gonna be a court. When you don't even know your laws, you don't even realize that even sometimes the shit that they give you, they already told you. I'll give you a quick example. In Georgia, we didn't even peep this. So you know they took the so-called Confederate flag down, right? What most black people didn't understand, and I posted this on my Instagram, and black folks went crazy. They didn't even understand what it was saying. The flag that we think is the Confederate flag is actually only a battle flag. It wasn't the real Confederate flag. And let me tell you what them crackers did. They went and put the real Confederate flag up. And that's the Georgia state flag that's flying right now. We happy than a motherfucker. Oh, we won a fucking war. We took the flag down. Motherfucker, that's the real Confederate flag. They spit in your motherfucking face and you was like, ooh, a golden shower. I still want to say this about the celebrities. Those people are not going to do that. Their money came from it being the way that it is. It's going to have to come from outside of celebrities because the thing is, I said it before, white supremacy pays. See, we talk, but white supremacy pays. If you act and do what them white folks want you to do, they will take care of you. We can fight for our people all day, and the motherfuckers, back in the day, I never forget this. When the dope dealers knew, at least in my hood, when they knew that you had, they didn't, number one, if you sold dope to kids or pregnant women, you would die, all right? And if there was somebody who had potential in the neighborhood, I didn't get into drugs and negative shit till I went to college, because that was that music dude. Hey, I'll leave that motherfucker alone. We beat your ass, you fuck with him. That motherfucker got some potential. The problem is most black people, even if you look at most of the popular songs, even the so-called R&B singers, R&B is just as bad as rap because you have some women who are successfully married who tell you or be a slut or hate your man when you don't do the same thing in your own life. The same way a lot of these rappers don't do the same shit that they do. It's the same thing, and it's equal. So in me saying that, it's going to have to happen like all revolutions has always happened from the people. I believe that the celebrities are supposed to be the horn. So if he's the lawyer, I'm gonna get all the motherfucking attention, and then I'm gonna say, Salih.
And that works.
The cool thing about that bottle that it was empty, so nothing spilled. Let me say this before I pass to the next question. I do want to say this though. It's going to start with a small group of people. I don't believe there'll ever be a kumbaya moment. I always give the example of the Constitution of America. That was a small room of white people, about the same amount of black people that are in this room, and them motherfuckers stayed in that room until they got done with something. Like, the truth is, most people are sheep, just like Scott said. And the same way that they can be led to the slaughter, they can be led to the revolution if they see food. We just got to show them some food, bro. And the same thing I said, how long you been here? Yeah, but I started that at the beginning by Nipsey Hussle telling us, if we could just take care of our people's base needs, motherfuckers can't think when they hungry. We tell our kids to be still, but you give them sugar and fucking salt all fucking day. They hungry, they scared. Me and my homegirl in New York, she's a principal in Harlem. Me and her are thinking about writing a book that's called From Door to Door. We're not even going to talk about what's going on, whether their parents are on drugs or whether they're getting beat or raped. We're not going to talk about the shit that goes on in schools. Just the stories that she told me that these kids have to go through in New York from the time that they leave their door at home or from the time that they leave. There was one kid that we sit close to that he was in a homeless shelter. He was fucking homeless by himself. Like, from the time that they leave, whatever door that they leave until they get to the door at school. Just those stories within their self is so fucking traumatic. The other thing, you actually said that, bro, thank you, is I go to therapy. I do meditation. A lot of people call that shit white folks shit. No, we started that shit. Like, literally, I believe every African or every black or dark-skinned melanated person on this planet needs therapy. I don't even give a fuck if you happy every day, you think your life. We have been through so much trauma. I'll give y'all a quick example. I give y'all a quick example. I was dating this Jamaican lawyer in Miami. Wasn't that motherfucker bad? Yeah. But she told me something. She gave me 2 books. And like I say, I'm not an emotional person, but it almost brought tears to my eyes. She said that everything that a black person does, there's a reason why. So a lot of times they would call Jamaican men homophobic. But what people didn't know is that the islands around Jamaica were the places that they would break slaves at. And whether people don't know it or not, white folks have always fucked and fondled little boys. And black men were raped, if not nearly as much, in some cases maybe more. But that's something that is hard for black men to talk. So once they got their liberation, this is what the book said, that they vowed to never, ever have that happen again. So there's a reason why we are reacting the way that they act. I'll give you another example, then you can ask your question. You wonder why that there's haters in your in every black neighborhood? It's because during slavery, if one slave would escape, they would beat nearly every slave to death. So now we correlate, because if you notice, if a motherfucker selling dope, he killing the motherfucker, we celebrate them motherfuckers. But if a motherfucker is doing something positive, don't nobody show up to their parties. It's because we have correlated freedom, another black person's freedom. I remember back in my hood, when I first made it, I would hear motherfuckers say, we can't wait till David Banner fall off so one of us can get on. Nigga, what the fuck my success got to do with you can't rap, nigga? It ain't my fault you can't rap. I'm not saying, hey, don't sign nobody eyes better than I want everybody to get on. I don't give a fuck. But my thing is we have correlated another black person's success with our pain.
Y'all hold on for 1 second. We're about to pay some bills. Stay tuned. The David Banner Podcast. When you're trying to run a business, you don't have time to figure out how to build a website and take care of your customers and make sales. You should get a complete web package from BullyAI.com. Bully AI uses custom bots to close sales, take orders, make and confirm appointments, and more. Give your ideas and your content to our dedicated web developers, and in 72 hours, you'll have a fully functional sales-generating website and a bot that will turn your business into the money-making empire you deserve, starting at an incredible $7 a month. Go to www.bullyai.com now to give your business a boost. That's www.bullyai.com. This is David Banner, and I fully support this message.